Am I filming a lot? Welcome. Today is a really great day. I'm in the Paris studios here to talk to you about the new sample pack that comes out. Where Sample Tools by Cr2 Records. It's called Drum&Bass 2. Who am I? I'm the guy that produced this pack. My name is Jeff, and yeah, it's a really great day, man. I've been working on this pack. It's been a really great journey, learn a lot of stuff, and I'm really happy to show you what we've got and what you're gonna get. Man, when you're gonna get this pack, you're just gonna have to use the most out of it. Really cool sounds. Yeah, the kick drums, snare drums, you know, drum and bass, that's what you need. You need good drums, good bass. We've got that. Yeah, for this pack it's really cool because you can find some inspiration for different type of stuff, like liquid drum and bass, jump up drum and bass, neurofunk, techie kind of stuff, you know, anything. If you want to be Matthews, you can be Matthews. Download this pack and, you know, use the sounds of this. What else can I tell you? So yeah, let's dive into the thing. And by the thing I mean the computer. Now you're looking at the screen. Dive into the Ableton and actually talk about the pack. Let's see what I've got for you. And I'm gonna talk about some production techniques, the stuff that I used, you know, to create this pack, the little tips and tricks in that signal processing chains. I want to talk about that, how to, you know, the creative stuff that people don't talk a lot about, you know, and see what we can do with this. Let's do this thing. So in the pack we have bass hits, we have bass loops and MIDI for bass loops as well, drum samples, kicks, percussion snares. Ignore the kick subby because I got like a director cut version of the pack. It's basically the same kicks but with the sub on it, and which the kicks that you're gonna get is gonna be the kicks with the sub on it already. So yeah, and we've got snares, percussion, cymbals, and cymbals. We've got crashes, hats, rides, claps, 20 kicks, plenty full of percussions, because we're not messing about percussions. It's going to be present in your tune. 20 snares, see, the idea behind the snares was to make them diverse as possible, so it can fit in any type of production. Jump up, drum and bass, liquid drum and bass, techie kind of stuff, you know. There's snares for everything, you know what I mean. We've got kicks, so the kicks you're gonna have is this. Nice, punchy. Everything is key labels, so your kicks, your snares. It's important, and I really like the Cr2 records on top of this quality standard. So, because when everything is in the right key, the tune just works together nicely. Effects, 29 different effects. You know, some different kind of stuff. We've got serum presets that we're gonna go later through. We got 6 song starters, so basically it's like mini tunes that, you know, you can take parts from and disassemble. Let's listen to one of them, and let's say this one. So as you can see, I have a full mix, and I have to this full mix I have all the sounds that I used for this full mix and all the presets and everything. Presets are gonna be in a serum folder though, the drop, because, you know, stuff like this. And yeah, so all the sounds for this tune, if you're interested in getting some bits of it, you can take it from the song starter. Synth, same as bass loops, synth hits, and MIDI for the synth loops. Cool. So yeah, let's go to drum loops and let's touch on what kind of drum loops you get. As you can see, they all what needs to be key labeled is key labeled, like kicks, snares, and that. Obviously you got your full loop, and you got all the parts like tops, the BPM labeled as well. So the idea was to, you know, make the samples diverse, so you can use it in any type of production, like as I said, in any type of, for any type of genre. There's no particular like tag for it. Drum and bass as a whole thing. That's why it's so beautiful. If we create an instance of Serum and move on onto looking at the presets that we've got. So the presets you're gonna get for the Serum are here. There is how many? 43. You get 43 Serum presets in this pack. Let's just go through the presets and see what it does. That's their kind of arpeggios, you know, sequence kind of sounds. We get some. Yeah, with most of the presets you get the macro control as well, so it's basically for quick and easy control, you know, to make the sound a bit different and unique. With these presets I find it's really easy to, you know, mess about and create different sounds straight away on the go, like, you know, starting from the initial patch. So let's say we start with arm. So for the presets, well, like, is creating this kind of, you know, LFO movement that you can manipulate using your LFO rate and just, you know, draw your own kind of waveform, because that just creates a nice bits of the sound that you can chop out later on in the sound design stage, let's say. distilled one I find really lyrical, so you can actually draw some cool melodies. In fact, I used it for one of the song starters as well, which I'm gonna talk about later on. In fact, you know what I usually like to do? I like to throw some OTT, you know, to fatten up the sound straight away as I go, because it just allows me for a, you know, gives you more kind of idea what you can do with the sound when it sounds fat, because you know, for drum and bass you want to go fat in it. There you go. Liquid Stranger, Liquid Danger, Liquid Danger, Liquid Ranger. I really like what you can get down. Another rhythm business. This is one of my favorite ones. Yeah, so by changing so let's say on LFO 4 we've got 10 specific modulations. It does basically for different type of stuff. So here it does for EQ, some for filter, some for wavetable movement, white noise and all that. So actually gives this straight away the movement for the sound. You know, you're literally sculpting your sound by you know, applying the same LFO source to different parameters. Or if you change the filter into something like this. See, the possibilities are endless. So I just changed the filter and just completely changed the sound, which is sick. Some shape like this. Or we go. Man, without even drums, I didn't even apply drums, and you can already get the kind of, you know, stuff in your head where you can. So some leads. So this is really cool sound, you know, to put it in your like, you know, like a sub bass cushion that is really really rhythmical, like kind of drum and bass, you know. And you put this as a sub bass cushion and just, you know, just gives this nice extra groove to your tune. Foghorn, because Daboo. No Sky. Cool. So yeah, the possibilities are endless what you can do with these presets. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna talk about, you know, how I use the presets. Let me actually run, you know, in the next video we're gonna run through a song starter that I did for the pack, and that uses most of the, you know, Serum presets from this pack. And yeah, let's just talk about how I went through about processing of this stuff and that. So I'll see you in the next video. Brah.